Hello and welcome. So I didn't realize this until the other day, but they apparently released Breath of Fire 4 on GOG, which was surprising to me because Breath of Fire 4 is quite an old game. It came out about 25 years ago. I remember buying it when it was new, when I was like a kid. But yeah, this is a game I've played through a few times. I actually really like this game. I wouldn't say it's the best game in the series, but because they have a new release of it, I'm like, well, I have to play it. I just like, I thought about maybe playing this game on this channel at some point. I'm like, well, now is good of a time as any, so we're gonna start this game here. But before I start the game, there is like a little like 90-second like opening animation, which I'm just gonna play right now. All right, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed. That's kind of fun. But anyway, let's start a new game here. I already set up my options and stuff. So the default name for the main character is Ryu. Though you actually, in this game, unlike most Breath of Fire games, you do not actually start as Ryu. You start as the Princess Windia. You meet Ryu pretty early in the quest, but you do not start as Ryu. Anyway, let's hit OK and start the game. It all started on the third day after we had left the castle. That morning, we had entered the great desert on our sand flyer. We were heading toward the town of Sinesta, the last known location of my sister Alina. Sinesta lies on the edge of the desert. All we had to do was cross the desert. Look, Cray, a shooting star! We'll find her. Won't we, Cray? Don't worry, Nina. We'll find her, I swear it. Chapter 1, Awakening. Ooh, it's hot out here. Oh, don't worry, Cray. I'm alright. I was just thinking that it's probably better if we don't move around during the day. Let's find some shade, wait till the sun goes down. Really, I'm alright, Cray. Besides, I want to find my sister as soon as possible. Calm down. We've come this far. It won't hurt to rest for a while. Not much of a chance if we get there today or tomorrow. What the? A dragon? I'd heard there was a dragon in the desert. I was hoping we wouldn't be lucky enough to find it. Here it comes! Hold on to something! I've never heard of dragons attacking people before. Even if it doesn't mean to attack us, we can't let it hit us. Blast it! No use, it's going to ram us! It's no use, the sand's gone at everything. I can't fix it not without any spare parts. Do you think that dragon attacked us on purpose? Hard to say. We haven't seen it since then either. Well, whether it did or not, we should be thankful that we crashed near the edge of the desert, not in the middle. Here we're in walking distance of the towns along the desert border. Do you think we can find the parts we need at one of them? Probably, but there's one small problem. If we leave our sandflyer out here, we'll run the risk of it getting stolen by bandits. Not much point going to town and coming back with spare parts if there's no sandflyer to use them on. Alright then, Cray, I'll go. But Nina... I can't live my whole life with you looking out for me. For starters, what would my sister think? Alright. You win, Nina. Let's see. If I remember right, there's a town called Sarai to the south of here. You might be able to find some parts there. Good luck, Nina. I'm counting on you. Don't worry, I'll be back before you know it. Here, take this. It's a king's sword. I hope you won't need to use it. But better safe than sorry, right? See you when I get back, Cray. Safe trip, Nina. You watch yourself here. Alright, so here we go. We finally have control. So, pretty much, so this is, we start as Nina. Also, this is like the best ability games wrong button. You figure out menu, but so Nina is the younger sister. She's a princess of Windia. She actually has an older sister named Alina, and her older sister's the crown princess. But her older sister went missing a few days ago, and that's why you're here in the desert trying to find her. And Cray, like I said, is like somebody who is very close with Alina. Anyway, more is revealed about him later, about their relationship. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, this is how we start. To Yeah, let's see. A baton, that's not too bad. So, yeah, she just starts with some basic equipment. We start with a few items. Got some healing herbs and Aurum. Aurum is, there's something in this game called, like, skills. Like, and you can learn skills from monsters and stuff. Also, there's, like, a master system. You can learn skills from masters. And Aurum lets you change skills out of your skill book and actually equip them or put them back in the skill book. There's, like, I think 8 or maybe 10 slots per character on how many skills you can equip, and use Aurums to change them around. So, but yeah, I think every character, might just be most characters, have a map ability. Nina's is probably the best in the game since you can get a bird's eye view. I'll probably explain why a bit later, but yeah, this is where we start. There's nothing in this particular zone. I guess we could talk to Cray and see if there's anything else. Sorry, it's on the side of the cliffs at the edge of the desert. Be careful, Nina. But yeah, so this is the GOG version. It has a different font than the PlayStation version, which is actually probably for the best since it's a nice, very clean and readable font. The original PlayStation font is a bit pixely, which might not look that good on the screen. It's also having a hard time trying to... There's pretty much two options for filtering. You have bilinear filtering, and then you have point filtering. I'm playing on a 55-inch screen. Point filtering looks awful on a screen this size. If you have like a CRT, that'd probably look really great, but because I'm on a big like 55-inch OLED, I'm playing with the bilinear filter. I also put in a couple of reshade filters to kind of add a bit of sharpening back in to kind of make it look nice. But the characters in the bilinear mode also has like dark outlines on them, which are not like present in the point filtering. It's one of the probably biggest changes between the two filtering modes, but does give them a bit more of a comic book feel, which I don't think is bad. But yeah, so this is the world map. So this game has like a paper world map. Can we look at it? I don't know if we can. That's menu. Okay, yep. See, there you go. So you have a world map. Like that, you can see the whole world. Like it's like a paper map that you walk around. It's not as cool as like the world map of like the first two games where you can just like walk in the world, but it is what it is. They kind of did away with that, like the old SNES games that you just walked around on the world, and it was kind of cool. But you kind of stopped seeing it as much in the PlayStation era, unfortunately. But yeah, anyway, this is, you can walk around. So there's a place. See, there's a exclamation point here, which means we have to go. We cannot move anymore. We have to go here, but there's all types of little spots that will open up on the paths here, and you just have to pay attention. Sometimes there's like some like rare spots that you can find. Somebody help me! Whoa, look at that size of that hole. That merchant, his goods must have fallen in. Just like this. There's something here. It's not attacking? It's not a monster, I guess. That was funny. For some reason, I wasn't scared at all. A person? Whoa! If you wouldn't mind, do you think you could put some clothes on? I'm sure you can find something in the carriage there. Oh, so you mean you're not working with that merchant who was here? How did you get inside this crater then? Did you fall in? How did such a big hole get in this here in the first place anyway? Did you see that monster that's here before? You know, the one that looked like a dragon or something? I wonder what it really was. Oh, I'm sorry. You probably don't know the answers to those questions any more than I do you? My name is Nina. I'm from Windia. What's your name? Ryu. Alright then, Ryu. Let's see if we can get out of here. So, Ryu, where are you heading to? You don't know? Then that means you're lost. Yes, it does. Admit it. You're lost. There's nothing to be ashamed about. I got lost a lot when I was younger. Alright then, Ryu. Why don't you come with me to the nearest town? Ryu got King's sword. You can use this sword. You might need it to get to the town. We have to go through areas populated by monsters. Let's get going then, shall we? There you go, now we have Ryu in our party. Then Rina just gave him the King's sword, so he has a weapon. And he just has basic clothing. Yeah, like I said, you can use this as an item in battle to cast Protect, I believe. I think that's why it says that. Same effect as Protect. Alright, and Ryu's only level 1. So you want him, so... Yeah, battle, so it's why he's in the back here. Okay, good. Yeah, he's only level 1, so... Oh yeah, there's also camping. You can set up camp in this game, which I guess we can do if I can... So camp. Boom. Don't worry, Ryu. There's bound to be someone in town who can help you. You just kind of set up a camp here, a tent, and then you can just walk in here. This is where you can save your game. Boom, you can also rest here if you need to rest. This is where you would do the skills. You can look the list here. I don't have any skills unlocked. You can add skills. This requires an Orem. We have one Orem. We don't have any skills to add, so it'd be pointless, but that's what the Orem is for. We don't have any masters, but you can look at all the masters you've unlocked. There's 12 masters in the game. And you can join masters from that screen, so you don't have to go back to wherever they are. Like that was a big quality of life update from the third game where you had to go return to whatever like backwater that master was in, and like there's large sections of games that are just you could not reach them for large sections of the game, which made changing masters very inconvenient. So the fact that you can do it from the camp menu is pretty nice. And there's a few saves here. These were more for like testing, but we can just upgrade a new one. That's fine. We have 15 slots. We'll probably just create a new save every time and then just recycle them. Like when you're recording or streaming stuff, it's good to have like backup saves, especially recording in case something goes wrong, and you can go back a bit if you need to. All right, and the cliff. Let's see. We have to go over these cliffs to get to Sarai. Let's hurry and try to get over them before it gets dark. And this is a battle. And battles on this one load super fast. Super fast. I guess we could guard. Like, I think Aigu's, if I remember right, you can learn rest from them. You can learn monster skills. It seems like it takes several turns for that, but... We'll just fight the first one here. Because you get to see their HP after you kill them once. Yeah, they don't have much HP. Nothing over here. Just the one path. Oh, another fight. Alright, so both of these have skills we can learn. We're just gonna guard till we learn their skills. Because the cap can use distracted. Which is not really a good skill, but you want it for completeness here. Seems like the Aigu needs like several turns to use his skill. So we're just gonna guard. Cap is guarding, come on. Oh, has cursor memory, okay. Distracted. See, it's in blue, which means you can learn it. We did not learn it, though. There'll be like an exclamation mark above your character's head if you learn it. My cursor memory, I have to remember that. Gosh, Teen didn't learn it. Other thing about this version is that the music does not loop correctly. There's rest. Nina learned rest. Boom. So we learned rest. And now we've already learned it, we can't learn it again. We can only learn it once. Okay, we can actually probably kill the Aigu. Oops, that's cursor memory. Okay, Aigu just keeps resting. You can keep guarding till up and escaped. Alright, well, fine, we'll get more caps, don't worry. You made it to level 2. I mean, power gaming wise, is to try to avoid like as many fights you can to try to till you can get our masters, but I'm not going to be that hardcore this playthrough. We will try to learn all the skills though, as we find enemies that can teach him. Come on. There it is. Okay, we got it. There we go. Learn distracted. Yeah. Rest is a good ability. Distracted is not. And this, I believe, is ammonia. Yep, ammonia. Okay. Nice. Looks like we've run out of road. But don't worry, we should be able to jump over this. All you have to do is jump and stand at a place where it's narrow enough to jump. And press the X button. Also, this does not have proper, like, controller, keys here. So what I did was just map the keyboard keys, because you map the keyboard and controller keys separate. It always shows you the keyboard, but I mapped the main like keyboard keys to like X, Y, A, B. So it kind of resembles something you might associate with a controller, even though I'm using a PlayStation controller. So, but yeah, that or move in the direction you want. To jump using the directional buttons, try it. Yeah, have X is like where the cross button is on the PlayStation controller. See, isn't it easy? One more to go. Good thing you're able to jump. We're really high up. Or no, see. Don't you just love that feeling you get looking down from the height like this? Makes me dizzy. It's so exciting. This part's funny. Are you alright, Ryu? Don't worry, his face broke his fall. Did you do that because you thought I needed help? You're not hurt, are you? I'm sorry I didn't tell you about my wings. I can use them to fly a little, so I can survive a fall like that. But it was very brave of you to do that, Ryu. Very brave and heroic, thank you. Looks like the sun's going down. Probably safer wait until it's light to climb up the cliff. Let's look for a place where we can sleep. Oh, it switched my order up here. Yeah, oh yeah, you can just switch it with the button. Oh, ba-da-da-da. Yeah, that's literally the best ability in the whole game right there. You can't change camera angle here. You see in the top left where there's a compass that you see it says 0 degree, and there's an X, means you cannot change the camera angle. Looks like we can camp here. Now all we need is a fire. And that's how I ended up here. She's recapping her story here to Ryu. Where you headed, Ryu? Whoops, I forgot. You're lost, aren't you? Also, as a side note, you should never build a fire in a cave because you're inside a cave and you're gonna burn up all your oxygen and suffocate. Like, if you build a fire in a cave, it needs to be right close to the entrance of the cave so you can breathe. But yeah, this is actually a terrible idea. If you see it in lots of movies and games and stuff, yeah, don't build a fire in a cave. Like, don't. Tomorrow, once we get to town, I'm sure we'll be able to find someone who knows you. Alright, and this switches, so one of the unique things about this game, there's kind of like a second, like, protagonist that you can switch through. Well, there's kind of like 3 protagonists, because Nina's kind of the other protagonist, but, you switch to this, other guy's perspective for sections of the game. So, the time hath come. Yes, my lord, majesty. It would appear that something is amiss. Where art the courtiers, the priests? Why is there not a single voice raised in greeting at thy return? 'Tis not of import, they are immortals. Were we to attempt to understand their mind, we should spend an eternity. There be more pressing matters to attend to. Canst thou not sense it, this presence? 'Tis far and still slumbering, but 'tis what we have sought to lo these many ages. Won't you guard our place of rest, as you wish, sire? Majesty, whither art thou going? We shall go to our capital as was planned. We shall meet at the appointed place when the time has come. Alright, so he is like high level. He's level 64 and he has like some of the best gear in the whole game. He has the royal sword, the royal armor, and the dragon tier. Dragon tier protects against status changes, so you can't be hit with status effects. Royal sword, it has a hit +1, also can cast the drain spell. And then the royal armor is just super badass. But yeah, 96 power, 2 hits, like probably might be the best weapon in the game. Like, so he's like just uber as heck, and there's no real reason to try to get equipment stuff. Like, you can walk around, there are like treasure chests and stuff you can get with him, but you really shouldn't. See, there's treasure chests there. You shouldn't open any of those treasure chests or anything, because you can eventually come back to these places with Nina and Co. and grab them that way. And yeah, so you can just let him save them, because Fou-Lu does not need any of this stuff. This is pretty much all of his stuff is pretty much interactive cutscenes. The best way to see it is these are like very extended interactive cutscenes that give you more info. You will get random battles and stuff, but There's not a lot of point to them. You just kind of want to run through these parts quickly. Who goes there? What be ye doing in this place? Huh? Who are you? They say a dragon or something's supposed to appear tonight, so we're told to watch this area. A dragon, that's right, not just any dragon either. They say it's the legendary dragon of doom, which will bring the ruin to the empire. And what be thy design for this dragon? We'll destroy it, of course. Nothing can withstand the might of the imperial army. Thou believest thou can do such a thing? Thou art but mere mortals. Thou dost not ken the power of that which you would destroy. This be a dragon. A dragon 'tis force of nature unto itself. Thou mayest as well seek to fight a volcano or the very earth thyself. Dragons doth give birth to thy kind, grant thee life, and verily taketh it away. They are to thee as thou art to an insect, in thy terms. They art gods! Wouldst thou fight a god? Having nightmares there, buddy? "'Tis as I thought. It is not the nature of mortals to change their ways." I might have went the wrong way. Gosh dang it. Up, fights. There's about a different battle theme for this area of the game. It's actually not necessarily Fou-Lu's battle theme, it's just this part of the world. It's a different part of the world, has a different battle theme for where you are in the world, so... this is on like an entirely different continent. But yeah, look, this sword hits twice. Like, just, it's like an uber powerful weapon. Let's see here. Yeah, I can use this as a drain, I think. Yeah, just like that. Yep, and drain a bit of life. Not very powerful, but that's what you can use items in battle like that. I don't think you can learn Devour, but we can try it. No, it's not learnable. But yeah, you can learn skills, and that is one thing you can do is learn skills with him for monsters. Because then you can, give it back to your Ryu and the other party members. So that is one thing you can do with him that can be relevant, is you can learn skills with him and transfer the skill book so other characters can learn it. So, boom. How's the enemy? His victory pose, he literally just walks off screen. It's kind of, kind of badass that way. 2,000 experience. Yeah, there's just... You don't need to do a lot of leveling on him since he's already, like, higher level than pretty much any of your other characters will ever be. Like, end game here in this game is like level 40. And he's level 64. It's like, there you go, one shot pretty much. Alright. There we go. Jinga Mountains. Oh yeah, and there's also charge and escape. Charge is just auto battle. Let's see, how to... Gosh dang it. See, this is why Nina's so good. We don't have access to it. How do we... Trying to figure out how to get up to the pathway. Forget the exact direction. There's like a, quote, boss fight coming up, so... Super easy, because Fou-Lu is like uber. And I guess you could game over as him if you... played super loose, but... Yeah, where am I going wrong? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, it's just behind the bushes. Okay. I should see if we could actually change camera. That would be helpful. Yeah. Probably the most annoying thing about this game is the freaking cameras. Like, holy crap, does the camera angles become annoying in this game. Yeah, see, that's what you do. See, that's what you should do. Should change the camera angle. Yeah, you can only do 90-degree changes, so... Pardon my presumption, but I believe you are the God Emperor Fou-Lu, yes? I have been expecting you ever since I saw the flames rising from the woods where I'd placed my soldiers on watch. Thou sayest thou wert waiting for us? Thou knowest of us and what we are, then? Yes, your majesty. You are the first emperor, Fou-Lu, who founded our great Faux Empire. And knowing this, thou wouldst greet us with malice in thine heart and thine blade in hand? I'm afraid times have changed, your majesty. Alright, so what we want to do here is meditate, and this changes his basic dragon form. So this transforms character into dragon hybrid form. Basic property of basic dragon form, normal property. So this is his special ability. Said use meditate command, turn into a dragon. Yeah, see, you gotta change the dragon, otherwise you will game over here. But once you change the dragon, this fight's like super easy. Calm. Okay, so You have a few different specials. Eraser is a breath attack. Chance changes HP remaining with remaining HP and defense. So Wild Swing, Frost Strike is probably the best here. We'll do Erasure so you can see the cutscene. Alright, so let's do Frost Strike. He still gets his 2 attacks because his Royal's already equipped. There you go. Like I said, fight's easy. It's actually hard if you do not change a dragon. You could actually game over there, but change the dragon, it's easy as pie. Get 16,000 experience. Ambrosia. You appear tired, Majesty. It is to be expected, I suppose. You have just awoken from a long, long sleep. And you are not exactly complete, are you? 'It would appear thou dost not mean to fulfill thine duty as thou art called upon to do by our promise. Alas, it is as you say, my lord. For now we would have you sleep once more. I would call thee foolish, but thou art mortal, thou cannot go against thy nature. No more than a fish could walketh upon the firmament. Still thou wilt find that our promises aren't not easily broken. Return then to thine master and tell him our words. Trying to buy time, are you, Majesty? Set fire to the trees. We must stop him before he recovers his full strength. They would use fire against us? Indeed. Planned well, have they? There it is. And a bridge. As I recall, your Majesty has a strong affinity to water, yes? And with your powers not fully returned, it is unlikely that you'll be able to survive battle with my creations in this raging fire. We wouldst know thy name, O cunning one. Yom, General of the Fou-Lu Imperial Army, at your service. I don't want to take any chances. Find the body. Alright. Now we're back with Nina. Whew, well, we managed to make it up, didn't we? It's just a little ways more to the town. But yeah, it's like, so I was gonna say, it's like, so Fou-Lu's kind of second protagonist. I mean, Ryu is kind of here to be perspective player, but he really is just kind of along for the ride. Like, really, Nina's kind of your protagonist here. She's the one who's driving the story. She's the one narrating the story. Ryu's just kind of along for the ride. Oh. Okay, I think we need, I don't think we actually need to go there, but let's go check for it. I think that just goes back to where we fell from. Like I said, I have played this game. Like I said, not super recently, but I have played this game a few times. I've also watched, like, Let's Plays since the last time I've played, so, like, I've watched somebody do a full Let's Play. Oh, yep, this is where I fell from, right here. This is where the falling scene happened, is right here. Okay, good. Alright, so we just go this way, and boom. There we go. This should let me showcase the next mechanic. So there is... You see how there's a question here? So this is like a special hidden area. This is how you can find secret. Oh, Mage Goo. We want to learn skill from that. Let's kill the Eye Goo first. Mage Goo can cast Burn. Like, see, that's a skill we can learn. It's a skill we absolutely want to learn because that's a nice spell to learn early on. Lots of, like I said, yep, there you go, Burn. Nice, we got fire magic now. But Nina has, I should have explained, Nina does have some wind magic. So, see, she has Seaver, which is wind, and then there's Heal and Purify. But now she has these ones too. We also have Burn's a fire spell. She has these ones too. Rest is pretty cool because it's restores some HP and AP. It's actually a decent ability. Yeah, since we learned that, we can just go attack mode. Alright. Nice, arm. So you could just go straight across, which goes back, just gets you back to world map. But there's a side path here. You exit through this side, and then boom, just like that, we unlocked a new area. This is a fish spot. We don't have any fishing gear yet, so boom, press the B button in a spot where the fishing mark lights up to begin fishing. Big ones could be found near the base of the waterfall. So there's always a hint when you enter the fish spot. There's also signs. Signs tell you target fish, river spot 1. These are all questions because I haven't caught any fish. So every time you catch a fish that's new, it will unlock those question marks. So the question marks are, you have to catch a fish once to unlock them, but there's 4 types of fish here. And, you know, in case you're wondering what they are, the fish here you can catch are jellyfish, sweetfish, trout, and rainbow trout. But we do not have a fishing liner. We do not have any fishing gear yet. But come back later when we have fishing gear. But yeah, see, look at that. See this place? Now it's right here. It's literally unlocked now. And yeah, so that's how you find secrets, like when you're walking around the map. That would just be a random place here. Like, boom. This is just a combat place. This one's not a secret. This, what you do, this is also why another reason why Nina's ability is good, but there's always like one item to find in these places. And sometimes there are certain places in the game where some of the best items, some like super rare items, can only be found here. Like there's like stat up items and stuff you can find in some of these places later in the game. Like you're trying for stat maxing and stuff. Which, of course, then again, if you're trying for stat max, you wouldn't want to be doing too many of these things until you are actually at a place where you have masters that can help you stat max. And, yeah, we can rest. It's free. Resting is free. You gained a level. Made to level 4. Nothing here in this corner. Okay, let's go to the top right corner, top left, I guess, or north corner. It's isometric. This game has a... Ooh, we got ambushed. That's why it was red. Yeah, battle transition screen is, like I said, battles load super fast, so you don't see the full transition. Like, there's actually a whole circle effect or something that can pop up, but, like, my computer, I don't know if you saw my PC build video, but, my computer is, about as good of a PC as you can get in 2025. Oh, come on, there it is, right here. See? Item, healing herb. That was terrible. But yeah, pretty much, like, early game, those are not that impressed, but later on, there's a lot of, you can get some good stuff in some of those, so... Yeah, so just a place to find stuff.